Colleen, and today is a bit of a different video because I just wanted to talk about some stuff that's been going on recently and just chat. I've mentioned here and there that I'm starting an LLC to hold this blog, my YouTube channels, and to eventually publish and sell my own books. So lately I have been spending a lot of time just doing paperwork and mailing things and getting everything set up and just generally freaking out over whether or not I'm doing this right. I filmed some clips earlier in the process to talk more about why I was doing this and just general feelings, so I will let my past self explain this to you. I've been thinking about doing this video for a while and I don't know where to start, so I'm having a little trouble right now. Back in February, I was reading a book about writing, and I have been writing for, I guess, about 10 years now. Wow. So I've been writing for about 10 years, and I never really knew what I wanted to do with it. I just knew that I liked doing it. And as I get older and the more I have realized how much having a full-time job takes up so much of my life, I realized that I want to be doing more outside of my life at work. Not that making the videos that I've been making in the blog I've had for the past 3 or 4 years has not been enough, because I have thoroughly enjoyed that, but I don't know, I just wanted to do something with writing again. And so back in February I was reading this book about writing, and I thought it was just about like writing the book inside you, or you know, all those sort of writing books that are out there. But it had this whole section about self-publishing and starting your own publishing company in order to do so. And for some reason, that just like turned on every alarm bell in my mind of like, oh my god, I could just do all this stuff myself and publish the stuff I write and not have to like try and query for literary agents and do the whole New York publishing thing. So I'm not usually nearly this awkward on camera. I mean, I know I'm always a little awkward on camera, but this is an extra level of me not knowing what to say. Whew, okay, so I read about self-publishing and like how to start your own publishing company, and I got really excited and I was writing a little bit here and there again. But man, it has been a long few months. I wish I could say this was as simple as I was hoping it would be. The problem with me is I can't just get excited about a thing and then do the thing. Like, I'm the kind of person who needs to research and write things down and think about things and then write those things down and research more, and then I have more questions and then I research more things and then I need more points of view, and then you look up and it's been 10 months. In all seriousness though, I really didn't want to screw this up. I wanted to do this in a way that I felt comfortable. I wanted to do this in a way that was safe for my taxes and my finances, and I wanted to do this in a way that just felt right. And through all this research, I have been just trying to see how this might fit in with my life, because a full-time job is a full-time job, and I have a pretty full life already, so I just was kind of scared and trying to see if I could really commit to writing something and finishing it and having it actually not suck. And I don't know, I've had all these ideas floating around. I've had ideas for, you know, things outside of this realm as well, and I don't know, I've just been like a little scared to actually pull the trigger. And I guess maybe 1 or 2 months ago, I decided that January 1st was my target. I don't want to have the company formed until the new year. It makes my taxes easier, but it also just gives me a little more time to like get myself together and have a plan and, you know what I'm doing for once. So there you go. That's my plan, January 1st. I'm going to be a small business owner. That's terrifying. It's funny because I'm not even like planning to have employees or anything. Like, I really just want a container to put my writing into and my YouTube channels. Those are all going to go in there So, you know, I think it'll just give me a little more legitimacy in how I see my own creative projects because it feeds into something larger than myself. But it's still so scary. I can't change that it took this long to get to this place of excitement and being ready to do it, but okay, I'm ready to do it. My game plan now is to go get a mailing address, so I need to go to a post office or UPS store or something. I have to decide, I need to research that more. No, seriously, like after I film this, I'm going to go sit at my computer and look up what the best post office mail store is to do this. Okay, all right. So I need to get myself a mailing address, and then I need to pay for my registered agent service, which is an LLC thing, and then I need to print the LLC forms and fill them out and have them ready to go. And then as soon as it's getting close to the new year, or maybe when it's technically the new year, I'm not sure, at some point I'm going to mail the forms, and then hopefully in a couple weeks after that, I will have a company. I'm very excited, and have I said I'm scared enough in this video? I'm very scared, but I'm very excited. I think this will be really good for me to just have a little more intention behind what I'm doing, and yeah, I'm just really excited. It's like when you think about something for so long and then it comes time to actually do it, it's like that excited feeling of like, okay, I've been planning about this, I've been thinking about this, and I'm ready to actually follow through. And I am so excited. I couldn't sleep the last couple nights as I realized this is all falling together because I've hit quite a few kinks in my researching and planning, and a couple nights ago I thought that I wouldn't be able to do this at all, and I'm not going to get into why, but basically I just had a panic of like, oh my god, this whole past 10 months has been for nothing. But luckily that was only a night or two of worry because I got back the information I needed and figured out that I am able to continue with all the paperwork. So I've just been like grinning as I think about this all day. I'm so excited. Alright, I am going to stop babbling and actually do the things now. So, there you go. After the state accepted my paperwork, I then was filling out paperwork for the county, and then yesterday I set up my bank account. So as soon as my cards come in the mail, hopefully next weekend, things are kind of just ready to go. I'm hoping at that point things start to kind of calm down because it really has just been like a barrage of paperwork lately and just stress and worrying that I'm doing something wrong, and I'm just really hoping that once I get the cards and I can move some stuff over from my personal bank accounts to my business bank accounts, that things will start to be a little bit more level. I've also decided to turn my beauty space into a desk space right here, so I can use this space to work on my blog, books, or anything else. I'm hoping that having a designated desk at home will help me stay on track better and minimize distractions when I'm trying to write. The whole experience was actually very cathartic and kind of helped solidify that this is real. It was fun to clear everything off and clean it down and just keep it minimal as I've added things back. I kept it like this for a few days before my boyfriend and I decided to move our iMac here, so he had a little more space for gaming at his desk and I could have a faster computer for editing videos in here. So now my space looks a bit more like this. I'm still in the midst of all this setup stuff, so it's really kind of hard to feel like I can celebrate quite yet. I know that I probably could and should, but it's just been hard because I feel like I'm still in the middle of everything. I just finished setting up my email list on Broke for Beauty, and so if you're interested, I would love for you to sign up and join. You'll get weekly digests of my newest posts and videos and some other exclusive content that I haven't posted anywhere yet. It's literally just for my email list so far. So I would love to have you. I'm also hoping to have this be a really good way for my viewers and readers to provide feedback to me, because you can literally just reply to any email. I also still have the anonymous little ask page on my website, brokeforbeauty.com/ask. You can post comments anonymously there too if you don't want to have your name attached to things. But anyway, I'm also hoping down the line to do some like email list only giveaways. So yeah, link down below if you want to join. You know what, while I'm self-promoing, I'm going to talk about this because I don't think I talked about it in a video, but I posted in early January an ebook that I wrote. Terrifying. This book was about my 2017 goal to pare down my space, time, and mind, and I had such a different experience than I was expecting, and I learned so much that I decided to basically just write an ebook of like my best tips, some strategies I used, and just like how like where I started and where I ended up and how that all sort of happened. So if you're interested, it's free, and I'm looking for beta readers to just read it and provide some like really quick feedback. I have a Google Sheets feedback form at the end of the ebook. And for those beta readers who provide their name with their feedback, I'm actually going to be listing out all the beta readers who are comfortable with their names being there in a future version of this book in the acknowledgement section, just because I just really want to thank you if you spend the time to read this in its early stages. So anyway, if you're interested in that, you can go to brokeforbeauty.com and look for my 2017 Recap 2018 Goals blog post. I will also link the exact post down in the description box too. Okay, self-promo over. Yeah, I just wanted to make this video to sit down and just share this exciting news and that I'm really overwhelmed. like, I've been trying really hard to keep up with everything that I've normally kept up with, just like with this added stress, and it hasn't been going so well because I've just been really overwhelmed and I've been feeling a little depressed lately, and I don't know, I just felt like I wanted tonight to just sit down with no makeup on and just talk about a bunch of stuff. So thank you. Thank you so much for being here and for bearing with me and for just like generally supporting this blog and YouTube channel for so long. It's been a tough month, and if I could go back, I would have done things very differently, but I can't. And you know what? I'm just really excited for what's to come this month and just beyond, because this is just a really exciting time, and I really should just take a step back and appreciate all this great stuff that's happening, because everything that I'm complaining about right now, it's like, it's such a blessing to be complaining about the things I'm complaining about, because like really honestly, who just gets to like start their own business when they feel like it and like still keep their full-time job and have all this cool stuff going on in their life? So I feel really lucky to be having the problems I'm having. So thank you so much for watching this video, and please like this video or leave a comment below if you liked this sort of style of video with all the random clips and things in there, because I kind of liked making it and I would love to keep making them, but you know, only if you guys actually enjoyed it. So just let me know. And if you're looking for me, you can find me at any of the social media handles that you see down in the description box, or as always, you can find me at brokeforbeauty.com. Thank you again for watching. Thank you so much for spending time with me, and I will see you next time. Bye.